Exporting to Excel. In this video, I'm going to take you through how we can export into Excel from one of our modules. So for this example, I'm going to do this in the Journal module. So click on the icon for Journal, and across the top on your toolbar, let's select All. Let's say, for example, we want to export all of this information into an Excel format. We can do this easily by across on your toolbar, finding the button HTML. Once we click here, it's going to ask us to save this export, and we can name this, let's say, for this example, Journal Export 1. I'm going to save this to my desktop. Now, if you're using a PC, you can put .html at the end so that when you click Save, it will actually save it in the HTML format. As we're on a Mac for this example, it will actually want to save it as a TXT. So we're just going to use that. And now you'll see generated on the desktop, I have Journal Export 1 TXT. Now we can't open this in Excel until we change this to HTML format. So we just need to rename the document to HTML. Now my computer is asking if I want to keep it as TXT or now use HTML. So let's select HTML because that's the one we want. And now we can actually open this in Excel. So as I'm on a Mac, what you need to do is hold the document, drag it to Excel whilst holding Command and Option. This will now generate the report, the export, into Excel. And you'll see everything from your journal has been exported right here into this spreadsheet. Now say that you are on a PC. Instead of dragging and holding Command and Option down onto the Excel icon, you can simply just drag the document into a blank Excel worksheet. And that is how you open it in Excel. I'm just going to exit out of here and show you that we can also go into other modules. Let's say, for example, our customer module. So let's click on the customer icon and select All. And then we can generate another export using the HTML button, exactly the same way we did with the journals. We can also do an export in all the other modules as well, but it's going to look slightly different. So let's have a look at the subledger module. This is an example of where the toolbar is just slightly different, and instead of the HTML button, you've got an export button instead. So let's just show you an example of how we can run an export in this module. First of all, we click on All so we can bring through the information that we want to actually export. You can obviously filter this to whatever information you want to export, and then you click on the Export button. In this module, we want to select XML. Again, we need to name this export, so I can just call it Subledger Export for this example, and I'll save it to the desktop. Again, if you're using a PC, you can put .html so that it saves automatically into this format. As I'm on a Mac, it's going to ask me to use XML, so we will do that. And on our desktop, you'll see the Subledger Export 1 has come, and we need to change again the name so that we can change the format to HTML because we're using a Mac. It will ask us if we want to keep or use, so we're going to use HTML. And one more time, we're going to drag whilst holding Command Option over the Excel icon, and we can view the report that it's generated in Excel. So this is all the information from the Subledger account. So this is how you export into Excel using a Mac or a PC.